On September 1st at 3:30 in the morning, a 60-year-old black woman by the name of Laurel Reynolds was brutally attacked by Norton Blake, a 43-year-old man who has an enormous history of violence and drugs. In fact, he had been arrested 9 times before he encountered Miss Reynolds. Now, it is said that someone said they might have been arguing about something. However, Miss Reynolds says that she does not know him, has not met him a day in her life before the attack. Now, I will not show you the video because it is extremely hard to watch, but I will show you some stills of it. But the attack lasted over 2 minutes, where that demon took her walking stick from her and beat her about her body from head to toe. And if that wasn't enough, he took off his belt and began to whip her with that belt all over her body. Now, as that was going on, a transit worker was recording the whole thing, and she was also on the phone with her command center, and then 911 was called. Now, she described Blake as a Hispanic man, right? Because he looks like he's black, so maybe he's like black Hispanic or something like that, but she did describe him as a Hispanic man. No one intervened to help Miss Reynolds as she was being brutally beaten. And I will say, if you have not seen the video already, you might not want to, because it is hard to watch, and it is a miracle that she survived what he did to her. Now, when the cops got there, they got conflicting stories as what they said, and they let Norton Blake go. You're free to go, mind you, after what he did to Miss Reynolds. Now, people are saying they don't know if the officers saw the video before or after they allowed him to leave. But my thing is this: even if you saw it afterwards, why didn't y'all get on your good foot and go pick him up? But they waited till the video of what he did to her went viral. And then, of course, Mayor Adams and Alvin Braggs and everybody had something to say. You know, we're going to find him. And of course, they did eventually find him a couple of days later. But what if he was able to do that to somebody else, right? Now, Miss Reynolds' daughter, LaShanae, obviously was very distraught, because she said that she was throwing a party and she wondered why her mom didn't show up, did not know where she was, but she was laid up in a hospital where she is still to this moment from what he did to her. But, you know, she was upset that the officers let him go even after what he did to her mother. Now, I want to say this. We know that in 2020, New York, especially the subways and things like that, were kind of like the epicenter of this so-called Black on Asian crime spree, right? To where Asians eventually ended up getting an anti-Asian hate crime bill. But what I want to know is this: when are Black people going to get a bill that specifically talks about us? Because that lady was targeted. I don't care what nobody says. Now, I don't know what that monster was saying to her when he was beating her, everywhere with a belt and her own walking cane. But that is very hateful to do to somebody. Now, somebody might argue, well, maybe he's mentally ill. Well, there's a lot of our people who might have been mentally ill who harmed Asians for, and being the reason that they got that bill. But that's no excuse. That lady needs justice. Now, they have charged him with felony assault. And it's like, if you ask me, if you saw the video, I think it should be attempted murder, because he could have killed her, right? So, again, you got all these politicians, they're chiming in. It was horrible, this, that, and the other. And they're also going to investigate the officers to find out why they didn't initially arrest Norton Blake. But forget all the gum bumping, right? We want to know when something from the White House is going to come down to us as black people and say, hey, here's a bill that specifically talks about protecting you. When is that going to happen? So anyway, y'all tell me what you think of this. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube. Peace.